G'day guys, a quick one today. We're going to take a look at the Minova Cordless hot stapler, which makes it sound more impressive really. Hot stapler sounds quite cool, but it's not really a stapler as such. So let's get into that, and we're going to be fixing this, well hopefully, this Dyson thing. Now this, if you're familiar with Dyson vacs, the vac slides in here and this sort of tilts and you have that screwed on your wall. But if you're also familiar with Dyson, you'll know they cost a lot of money, but they're essentially just cheap shit. So yeah, this is ABS, this bit. This bit's actually polycarb. Now I don't know if that's really going to melt properly with this thing. I don't know if I've ever used this thing before. I've had it for years. USB. No, I don't think I've used it. There's plenty of things I could have used it for, but yeah. Anyway, basically what you do, this thing heats up, you have a piece of metal shoved in there, it runs, it runs a current through, heats up the piece of metal, a few different shapes here by the looks. You then push that into your plastic, across your join there, melts in, you then wait for it to cool and set, and then you nip off the bits that you don't need of the metal, the little legs that were in there. And bada bing bada boom, you have fixed whatever the fuck it is that you had broken. But I might need to charge this thing up. Let's have a look what it's got a green light, so presumably that's charged. Yeah, and you just hold your finger on it, I guess, until it heats up enough. Let's give it a whirl, see if it works, see if I can fix this thing. My mother broke this. She was looking after our place while we were away on holiday, and I'm guessing she sort of pulled the vac thing without pushing it up first, and this little stupid latch hooks in the back there, holds it tight. I might even cut that off so that it just flops like that, and there's no need for it to really lock in. In fact, there's probably no need for it to even tilt. I can't even remember exactly how the vacuum works, to be honest. I don't think it needs to tilt, so I could just melt this whole thing together. I don't want it to look like a piece of shit though, so we'll just try fixing it on the back here first. Here's a shot of the 4 different staples you get. You get one for doing inside corners, one for doing outside corners, and these squiggly ones for going across breaks, which is what we'll be using. So I'll be using this one here, I think, to begin with. Give that a whirl, see how we go. Just got to see just how long I need to hold it to get it hot. So, according to the instructions, you just bung your little wire staple here into the little tubes here. Make sure it stays in there. Doesn't feel like it's going to lock in super tight. And then hold the button on the engine. Engine's quite an optimistic term. And then wait for it to get hot and put it into your plastic, which is a little vague. Doesn't say how long it takes or anything. Now, I don't know if I want to take this off, because being that it's a Dyson piece of shit, if I take this off it might snap, although it would make my life a lot easier for putting this thing back together. Can I put it on the inside the staples? Is there going to be room? Yes, I think there will be, so that's good. Will it break again? Oh, came off without breaking. That's something. I haven't had much luck with Dysons over the years, to be honest. Let's tilt the camera so you can see what the hell I'm doing. I've got the camera on autofocus today, which I don't normally do. I normally have it on manual, because on autofocus sometimes it goes all over the place, in and out, drives me nuts. But then sometimes when I have it on manual focus, I end up getting things out of focus. Oh, we've got a little LED on the front. Oh, and already this has gone straight to red, which means basically, oh, it's red hot. Holy moly. Look at that. Oh, I just ran out of battery. Right as I'm pushing this in. Damn. So that battery needs to be charged. That wasn't ideal. Now, set in the manual, the battery takes 100 minutes. So I'm going to have to come back to this later. So now imagine a shitty graphic that says a few moments later, and an even shittier voice saying a few moments later. In the meantime, if you're following along at home, this is now charged. I've just pulled it off the charger, so we'll carry on making that video. Whilst this thing was charging, I started making another couple of videos, so if you're interested in those, they'll be somewhere on the screen and down in the comments section, description, that sort of stuff. Right, I also super glued this just so it stays in the same place. I don't think super glue is going to hold it long term, so I'm going to carry on with these. I was going to super glue it to begin with, and then I thought, oh no, it'd be better just to show it without glue so that you can know that these are holding it. But I just want it to hold in the right place while I am doing this job. So let's see if we can see this glow. So that's the light shining on it. You can now see it turning red. Right, it's just cut out. So I guess that means we need to go like this. I think we're going to have to go again. Melt it right in there. Oh yeah. Breathe in those toxic fumes. Okay, that looks pretty good. Boom, simple as that. Oh, we're not even in focus. Okay, let's do another couple in focus, eh? And we'll zoom in a little bit. It goes pretty quick, like I can see now. It's red hot. Let's plunger in. Oh, the light's gone off again. Let's turn it on. Oh, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. This is quite cool. Quite quick and fun. I should have been using this to fix things before. I'm going to now try one across that way, across the break. Oh, my battery charger's just cut out for my Zito tool battery, if you're watching that video as well. You're following along at home. That one sort of slid a bit, unfortunately, I think. Maybe we'll go one across there as well. I hope all that smell is coming from the plastic and not the battery that I'm trying to bring back to life. Just out of shot. Plunge it in. And that's enough. Cool. I'll just leave that for a couple of minutes. A little bit of smoke floating around in here from the plastic. And then we'll nip all those off and see how we're going. While I'm doing that, I think I'm going to check this battery as well and see how much charge we've got in it. It's been about a quarter of an hour probably now, this battery down here. See you in a minute. Right, so she ain't pretty, but it's going to be behind the other part of the bracket, so you're never going to see it anyway. Kit came with these nice little nippers. Quite cute. Not bad looking. Okay, let's just get that as close as we can, and ooh, they're maybe not as sharp as they could be. Far out. Yeah. A little bit blunt. Well, that wire is extremely strong. There we go. Get it on the right angle and stuff might help, mate. There is bits of wire flying absolutely everywhere. They're launching into the air like missiles. Make sure you have your safety glasses on when performing this task. Far out. It's evil. I'm going to be picking these up for weeks. Okay, so that's a bit better. They're up a little bit high. I might just have to tidy some of them up a bit more. We are back in action. Cool. I probably saved about 50 bucks because Dyson stuff ain't cheap. Yeah. Will it clip back into that bit? Do I risk it? Let's go. It worked. Okay, didn't break. That's cool. But yeah. Anyway, the thing worked on polycarb, which I wasn't sure was gonna be a thing. I thought, oh yeah, ABS or PVC be alright, but I didn't know if polycarb was gonna work. But does the job. Not pretty, not elegant, but functional, which is of course the main thing. Cheers for watching, guys. I'll put a link down there if you're after one of those. Heaps of different places make these things. But yeah, down there, if you want to see what I'm doing with all the Zito batteries, I'll probably be up there and down there. Yeah, cheers.